Okay, we've got an urgent security alert coming in, and this is for anyone who is traveling in or planning to travel to India, especially if you're headed to the capital, Delhi. If you've got plans to be there, you're really going to want to pay close attention, because this is all about your safety.
So what's going on? Well, there's been a security incident in Delhi, and it's triggered some pretty major changes that could totally throw a wrench in your travel plans. So let's break down exactly what's happening, and we're going to start right at the heart of it all, the epicenter.
So everything is really focused on one specific area. We're talking about the historic Red Fort and the old Delhi neighborhood that surrounds it. This is ground zero. It's where the incident happened, and it's the place that's now facing the absolute tightest restrictions.
All right, let's be crystal clear on the most critical point here. The Red Fort, it is completely closed. I mean, shut down to the public until further notice, and there are zero exceptions to this. And when I say completely closed, I mean it's more than just some locked gates. No public entry is allowed at all. The museum galleries inside? Closed. That famous evening light and sound show? Suspended. And this is a big one. There's a 500-meter security cordon around the whole thing, so you literally won't be able to get anywhere near the complex.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, what about the other spots nearby? Good question. Right next to the Red Fort, you've got Salimgarh Fort, that's closed too. The Jama Masjid area has restricted entry, mainly just for locals and for prayer times. The famous Chandi Chowk market, it's only partially open. And if you're planning on visiting Rajghat, just be prepared for some really strict security screening, which means, you guessed it, slow entry.
But look, it's not all bad news if you're there for the sights. A lot of the other major monuments across Delhi are still open. We're talking about places like India Gate, Qutub Minar, Humayun's tomb. You can still visit them. But, and this is a big but, you absolutely have to plan for some serious delays. They've got heavy, multi-level security checks in place.
Okay, so this whole situation goes way beyond just the tourist sites. It's causing some major disruptions to travel and transportation across the entire capital. Let's talk about getting around Delhi right now. So if you're trying to use the metro, the Red Fort station, that's Lal Killa, is completely closed. The station nearby at Jama Masjid, it's got limited entry and exit. And on top of that, you can expect double-level bag checking on all the lines. Now what about on the roads? Well, there are diversions all around Chandi Chowk and Daryaganj. If you're using a rideshare service like Ola or Uber, they'll probably face delays at checkpoints. And for tour groups, just know that tourist buses are being turned away from the Red Fort parking area.
All right, what about the big transit hubs, like the airport and train stations? Well, security's been beefed up at the airport, but the good news is flights are operating normally. And at the big railway stations, both New Delhi and Old Delhi, you'll just need to be ready for some extra frisking and security checks before you can get on your train.
Now you might be thinking this is just a Delhi issue, but it's not. The incident has created a ripple effect across the entire country. We're now seeing a nationwide high alert for several major cities and even pilgrimage sites all across India.
I mean, just look at the scope of this. Of course you have Delhi, but beyond that, Mumbai is on high alert, especially around its coastline and the gateway of India. It's the same story over in Kolkata near Howrah Bridge. The holy city of Varanasi has heavy security all around the Ganga Ghats. And in Jaipur, security is way up at all the monuments in the Pink City.
And it doesn't stop there. The alert goes even further south. Hyderabad is on high alert, Bengaluru has raised its alert level, and security has been tightened in Chennai. So yeah, this has truly become a countrywide response.
Okay, so that's the situation on the ground. Now let's get to the most important part, what you need to do to stay safe. I'm gonna run you through a super simple, essential checklist.
These 4 steps are so simple, but they are absolutely vital. First up, plan for delays. Just add a buffer of about 20 to 25 minutes to your schedule if you're going to any tourist hotspot. Number 2, and this is so important, steer clear of large crowds and demonstrations. Third, cooperate fully with any police or security checks. And finally, stay informed, but make sure you're only following official sources like the Delhi Police or the Ministry of Home Affairs for your updates.
And hey, if you're an international visitor, there are a few extra things for you. Make sure you carry both a hard copy and a digital copy of your passport and visa. The official advice is to just avoid the Red Fort and Old Delhi area completely until they give the all clear. When you're getting from the airport, use only registered taxis. And finally, keep your travel insurance details somewhere you can get to them easily.
So what's the bottom line here? It's really simple. Travel with flexibility, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. Look, the situation is being managed, but security is definitely strict.
A little bit of planning and just being aware of your surroundings will go a long way to making sure your trip to India is still an amazing one. Thanks for tuning in.
For more detail and amazing tour package, visit www.zullutrip.com. Call or WhatsApp on 88817 05500.